Welcome to Essential Style. So watches are a great accessory that every guy should be wearing and have a couple of them in their wardrobe. So how do you start? Which watch should you buy first? Do you go straight to the watch that's super expensive and all the watch people say you should definitely buy this, don't bother with this brand, it's junk, this is worth it, that's worth it? Where do you go? Well, when it comes to watches, I'm definitely a lot more minimal than most other watch collectors. I wouldn't even call myself a collector. But I have a couple of different options and a couple of different price points to show you today. And this should give you a better idea of where you should start and see if you even like watches. So watch is actually the easiest accessory and the easiest jewelry that a guy can wear. And on the plus side, it's one extra thing you have to take your phone out of your pocket to check, right? All watches tell time. At minimum, you should have a watch that just tells you the time. But a watch can be a great way of expressing your style and expressing your personality because there's so many different options. For me, I like the SeikoSKX. I like it on the Jubilee bracelet. With so much blue and brown and basically neutrals in my wardrobe, the Pepsi dial, the blue with the splash of red right there, really matches. I find that the metal bracelet right here, it really accentuates my wedding ring right there, so it's a nice matching right there. So this watch matches my style and it matches my personality and I enjoy wearing it. So you want to find something that you really enjoy wearing. The first watch that I'd recommend every guy get, if you don't know where to go and you don't know where you should even start, definitely get something like the Timex Weekender. I went with a particular model that is chronograph. You can see the chronograph face has a little bit more detail, and I appreciate the detail. It just gives the watch a bit more of a character and a bit more depth than just the plain face. You can get the regular Weekender if you want, but I really like the chronograph. Now the first one that I got from Timex was actually this one. And it is upside down. So here is the chronograph. This is the white one, so I did get it in two different colors. Now I'm pretty sure I paid $80 for both of these way back when I got them. I've had them for a couple of years now. I got this one first, and this one came with some sort of an olive strap. I got rid of the olive strap and I just got this cheap leather NATO style strap, which is really nice. Now the white faced Weekender, you could actually dress it up a bit more, especially with this leather band right here. Even with what I'm wearing, it's pretty casual, but I do have the sport coat on, so it does dress the outfit up a bit more with the sport coat. But I find that this can pass even if you're wearing a casual suit. That brown leather and the white watch face is a nice classic almost dressy look. Again, you can't dress this up so much just because it's a casual watch, but I would not hesitate to wear this exact watch and this exact combo with one of my blue suits and a nice pair of brown dress shoes. Yes, it's not automatic. Yes, it's not a expensive watch. It scratches very easily, and I'm pretty sure this one isn't even ticking anymore. I've had it for so long the battery died. But a watch like this that you could easily dress up and dress down is going to be a great start to your wardrobe. Now between these two, if I could only have one, I'd probably go with the all blue one. I really enjoy the blue watch face. Again, you cannot dress up the blue as much, but in my opinion, the blue is going to be a lot better of a casual option than that white watch face. White watch faces, for me, they make sense. They're more versatile, they're more dressy, but I always liked the darker face watches. And actually, now that I think of it, this blue watch came with this leather strap. So it's the blue watch and the brown leather strap. It looked pretty cool, it looked pretty nice, but I do like the blue NATO strap. These are NATO straps. It just keeps it casual, cool, understated, and it's easy. So either one of these colors is going to do you great. I would say if you want a watch that you can wear in casual and dressy situations and you just want that one watch and you don't want to spend a lot of money, definitely get the light color, the white faced Timex Weekender, and you could just change out that strap and make it more of a dressier option and maybe put like a more casual strap on there and make it a more casual option so it can match with your jeans and flannels. Now if you really want a watch that's going to be a great casual watch, maybe it's going to be like a spare watch, then I would say absolutely go with the navy blue watch, the navy blue Timex Weekender. This is a great watch. This is a better casual watch than the white face watch. However, you can't dress this one up as much as the white face watch. So think of the white face Timex Weekender as a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of none. It's never going to be as good of a casual watch as this watch, but it's never going to be as good of a dress watch as an actual dress watch, but it's definitely a better dress watch than this one. Out of these two, if you want something you can dress up and dress down, go with the white one. But if you want a killer casual watch, I would say go with the blue one. You can still switch out that strap. You can probably get a blue leather strap, a black leather strap, a brown leather strap like it comes on, and you'll be able to dress it up. It's just not going to look as nice and formal as the white watch. So once you've been wearing a watch and you actually know that you like wearing watches and it's not just something you want to wear here and there once in a blue moon, I would say it's definitely time to step it up to a watch that's a higher caliber and a much better build of a watch. I would keep it under $500 for this type of watch. Anywhere between $200 to $500 is probably going to do you okay. I've had the SeikoSKX 009 for 3 or 4 years. This watch is absolutely great. This is pretty much my one watch collection. If I lost it tomorrow, I would not hesitate to buy another one. The only thing with the SKX 009 is they discontinued it, but they also came out with the new version of it, which is the Seiko 5 diver watch. Now, I did a video on this watch just recently. This one is a little bit dressier than the SKX. You can see there are no tick marks on the blue part of the watch dial right there, and that blue is just a bit of a nicer appearance. It's a bit dressier. This one has a little bit less detail than this one, and even that bracelet, you can dress it up a little bit more. This one retails for about $270 or something like that, just under $300. Now, you don't have to get the Pepsi dial. I just really like the Pepsi dial. It's tried and true for me. I would wear this to a job interview. I would wear this with a suit. I've done it before. This is absolutely, I did it with this one rather, the Seiko SKX. But this coloring, I really enjoy it. I like wearing it. It matches with literally everything that I have. I can wear this with jeans and a t-shirt, and I can wear it all the way up to a suit. You don't have to get the Pepsi dial. You can get it in all black. You could even change out to a leather strap. I think the black with a brown leather strap with a black leather strap looks awesome as well. But you definitely can dress up a dive style watch like the new SKX, the Seiko 5, or the old SKX if you can find one. So this would be a great overall versatile option if you want that really good, robust, durable, do it all, can dress it all the way up and all the way down type of watch. And the next watch, I actually don't have one of these watches, and it's because the Seiko SKX just does everything I needed to do, would be a dress watch. So I was actually looking at a dress watch a long time ago. I was looking at this watch. I'll put it right here. It's called the SeikoSKX. I think it is a beautiful, beautiful watch, but they discontinued it. That one was about $400 way back a couple of years ago when I was looking at it. They have a new one called the SeikoSKX, SARX. That one is a really nice watch, but that's $1,000. I don't need to spend $1,000 on a dress watch. I was only going to wear this dress watch when I was dressing up, which I don't really dress up that much, and my SKX 009 can cover 99% of the time that I'm actually dressing up. The only time this watch can't actually be worn would be with black tie events when I actually have to wear an all black or white watch with a black strap, with a black leather strap. That's the reason why I don't have a dress watch. I would say some dress watches that are nice are the Orient Bambino. That's going to be below $200 last I checked. All this stuff's going to be linked in the description, by the way. So the dress watch is actually going to be slimmer and smaller and easier to slide underneath your dress shirt cuff like that. So you won't have to do what I typically do, is I just leave my left cuff button unbuttoned so that my big bulky dive watch, well, it's not that bulky, so my bulky dive watch can actually just slide underneath the dress cuff right there, super easy. Something else you should think about when you're shopping for watches is, do you want a bracelet style band like the metal ones, or do you want a leather style band? I would say if it's a casual watch, you can get away with a NATO strap. NATO strap's going to be really good. Leather straps are good as well. Just be aware that if this is a brown leather strap, you're going to want the color of your brown leather shoes to match pretty close to this leather strap, and you're going to want to match it to your belt as well. And if you do wear black shoes, you're going to want to wear a black belt and a black leather strap. So this is a bit more complicated just because you're going to have to change it out a little bit more. If you get something cheaper like this, you're probably going to be able to find some cheaper straps. But if you want simplicity, you don't want to have to worry about that all the time, I would always recommend going with the bracelet style strap like this. This is my favorite one. I find it's the most comfortable. It's the easiest. It matches with literally everything. And you could even get something like the regular style one that's on the new Seiko 5 dive watch. You see how this is going to be a little bit easier to dress up than the Jubilee style, which has a lot more detail. That detail is really nice, but it means you're not going to be able to dress it up as much as if you just had the oyster style, which is what this is called, the more plain oyster style type of watch strap. Now there's one more watch we got to talk about, and a lot of people probably already have this watch. I think it is the most popular watch in the world, and it is none other than the humble Apple Watch. Apple Watches. I didn't want one for a long time, but then I finally got one. At one point, I was wearing this watch a lot. I was wearing it pretty much every day when I used to work from home in my old job. Now what I typically do if I'm going for a bike ride, if I'm going to the gym, if I'm going on a walk, and I want to actually measure my heart rate and my supposed calories burned, I'm wearing the Apple Watch. I think it's a great little tool. But for everything else, if I want to dress stylishly, which usually I do want to dress stylishly, if I'm wearing a sport coat, if I'm wearing nice shoes or boots, if I'm going out to the bar, I'm going out to the city, and I want to look half decent, I'm going with the traditional watch every single time. But I used to wear the Apple Watch a lot more. Can you dress up an Apple Watch? Yes, you can dress up an Apple Watch. And by the way, this is a watch. A lot of people, I used to be one of them, say that the Apple Watch is not a real watch. This is a real watch. You can dress this up. Now, is this going to be as formal and as nice and sophisticated, stylish as something like this? Absolutely not. However, you can do a couple things like choose a nice, sleek watch face like I have right here. You can choose a leather strap. You can choose a bracelet style strap. You can do certain things to make the Apple Watch dress up pretty much almost the same as a more casual watch. Now, I would say compared to the Timex Weekender, even though this one's under $100 and Apple Watches go for at least $300 or $400 nowadays, these two are pretty much on par for how you can dress them up. And now, yeah, of course, if you wear a watch face like this is super casual. This is practically an iPhone on your wrist. But if you wear a watch face where it's nice and simple like this, just got a couple of tick marks right there, I think the Apple Watch is actually dressier at this point. You could throw on a leather band, you can throw on a nice colored bracelet right there, and you could actually do a lot with the Apple Watch. Now, some other pros of the Apple Watch are it's always going to tell the perfect time because it is an internet device. That date is going to be right there, and if you just swipe over there, boom, there we go. It's now 3:08. You would not believe the amount of times I've actually had a hard time telling what time it is on this face, whereas I could just slide over and say, there we go. I got my date up there, I got my time, there's my heart rate right there, 59 beats per minute. That's pretty much where I want to be. So the Apple Watch is actually a really nice tool, and it actually is something that I have enjoyed wearing. So my one watch or my two watch collection is the Apple Watch, I think this is a Series 6, and the SKX 009. Between these two watches, I could pretty much do everything that I need to do. I don't have to wear black tie a lot of times anyway. I've actually never had to wear black tie, but if I did have to wear black tie, I'd probably go with the Orient Bambino and get it in some sort of a black leather strap with a white watch face, or the black watch face. That one comes in under $200. It's pretty decent. It's not the best dress watch, but I just can't fathom getting a high quality dress watch when I'm gonna wear it, once or twice a year. And like I said, you can easily change out the straps to a nice leather strap or some sort of a bracelet and keep that to a dressy style, that always on display. This watch can pass a lot more as a dress watch nowadays than when they first came out, and basically you didn't have that always on display. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had fun, and I hope it was worth it and you'll learn something. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you can like this content, or consider subscribing at least. And as always, thanks so much to every single one of you. See you next time. Bye now.